Ladies, gentlemen, hello and welcome to God of Family End of Times and Thereafter. Extended Edition. It is a game about faith, forgiveness, love, peace, love and peace, one piece, the last piece, pissing in a sink and pissing in a shower. But God forbids you piss in the playground. The game starts by running from the consequences of our actions, and after busting a dark soul into dollar store Excalibur, the man sleeps to try deal with the woman haunting him. He wakes up. That's when he finds the boy in bear. The man is shocked, speechless even, by the possibilities. By the way, did you know that King Arthur came a lot? Now imagine this. You're the Greek god of war, living your peaceful life as a Norseman in the woods, playing with your son who now looks like Aphrodite, when suddenly Thor comes banging on your door saying he got booze. What would you do? Well, this motherfucker invites him in to have a piece. Oh, and the boys party. Hard. Until Thor's dad comes to take him home. Unless of course if we stop killing Aesir and search for Tyr no more. But the only thing I know for real, there will be bloodshed. So we refuse the offer, and Thor, now angry and pent up, decides if he can't have a piece of Atreus, then no one can.
Waiting for this. You're not from here. We got a tradition called blood payments. It means I get a piece of you for what you took from my family. You'll pick it up.
After an adequately oiled wrestling session, Thor leads off into heaven, leaving Atreus alone with his now unfortunately very sober dad. And Kratos comes home to confront the boy about his behavior, while not under his watchful eye. Now imagine this. You're the Greek god of war, living your peaceful life as a Norseman in the woods, playing 6-2 with Thor, when suddenly the guy's father comes in, saying your son has been doing this stuff behind your back. What would you do? Well, this guy says fuck, let's fucking do it. So they go to Australia, the place where if you don't exterminate the wildlife exterminates you. And there, after venturing high and low, we find deep inside the mines of Moria, the god of Kagura-sama love is war. So after getting what used to be the god of war out of his shithole and seeing as the war part turned out to be more of a suggestion, a surge of imagination even, Atreus, brain damaged as he is, tries to go and seek the consequences of his actions for help, while also wearing the action itself. He's lucky he's alive. But unfortunately, unlike anger, brain damage does not guarantee one's success. But apparently, it does guarantee one's safety. Atreus, realizing the depths of his abyss of luck, goes back to his friends for a good meal, and after eating his sausage with the boys, they all agree that their answer lies in Alfheim, but there is no answer to be found, and the game is closing in on the manga, so I say it's time for the filler arc.
When your friends and boss look alike on the face of it, they miss the history, but they fight all the place in it. Yeah, they fight all the place in it. How they find the times that just how your love goes by. I know it's not your fault to say, but there ain't no other way. So step on up to the place. Need your face, what can spin on into the light of us. Step on up to the place, 'cause this ain't no game. It's time to make history. cannot give up. So you fight the times, it's just how you was goodbye. It come back the wrong and right. Take your losses in the stride. So step on up to the plate. And if you fall, get up high like a phoenix. That's your fate. Step on up to the plate. It's your last chance now. It's time to make history today. Step on up to the plate. Need your faith. We can spread out into the light of now. Step on up to the plate. 'Cause this ain't a game. It's time to make history.
After that whole ordeal, our boy goes night-night to try and cure his brain damage. But a schizophrenic is a schizophrenic, even in a dream. And through the powers of schizophrenia, he's transported to the Garden of Eden. And there he sees Eve without the Adam. And I say sees, because a schizophrenic is a schizophrenic, especially outside the dream. She fucking attacks with paint and pigment. What, you really think she's real? No. The necessity of including a tall mommy waifu specimen in a game is evident to all. But I really think the developers took the idea a bit too literally. After eating her fruit of knowledge, Atreus, trying to master his powers of schizophrenia, is banished by God to Siberia. There, your father finds you, the consequences of your actions finds you, and each other finds them. And after a brief, gentle discussion, the two agree to not kill each other, for now. So Kratos and the consequences of his actions go to Amazon rainforests, where they find the Industrial Revolution and its devastating consequences on Western society. But guess what? It's time for a filler arc now.
How we make each other on this wild and crazy carousel of life. Any cool how it changed the path of our lives, set us off a new adventure. This carousel takes us round and round. This labyrinth of life, you can't tell up from down. Having so much fun, we forgot to check when this crossroads taking us. But hey, here we come, this carousel spins us round so much. Sometimes you don't know shoot, you stay or get off. It's only just begun. Welcome to this wide maze of
Honey, I know we gotta go back to our son, but I assure you, breeding the half-goofers is extremely important. After letting the manga catch up with the game, the man goes back to the boy for a family intervention about the Industrial Revolution and its devastating consequences on Western society to convince him he's been showing his panda to the wrong guys. Now it's all shits and giggles till someone giggles and shits, cause now the boy is showing his panda to the wrong guys. Our boy, through the powers of a schizophrenia, once again travels between realms, this time to a Scottish countryside, where upon seeing the literally mountainous wall, the giga chat he is, he tries to climb it with his bare hands. Now imagine this, you're a Norse god tasked with guarding Asgard, doing your daily routine, when suddenly this prick starts to climb the wall you're supposed to protect. You think it's okay, he's not gonna make it, but he does, and he says he's your boss's guest. What would you do? Well, you take him to Odin, since you can read minds and know he's telling the truth. But you read too much and find that the boy is gonna betray him. So you betray the boy first. And just when you're about to murder him, Thor, who notices the commotion and sees that his favorite toy is in danger, swoops in and saves the day. Odin, who likes the idea of having a ready-to-use object besides him at all times, shows the boy to his quarters. But upon settling in, he receives the softest Asgardian welcome.
Whoa!
Loki, right? Gotta say, the irony of this isn't lost on me. This was his room, you know?
His?
My brother's.
Your brother?
Modi?
Ah, your brother. Really? I had no idea.
Uh-huh. And now it's yours. Enjoy.
Now the boy is a bit too tense around his ex-partner in sex, and since the two of them never done the deed alone, Odin sends them to a honeymoon in Florida, where it's not you who exterminates the wildlife, it's the wildlife that exterminates you. Did you know that the giant horsecock weighs over 11 pounds? In the meantime, the boy's father is concerned about who fucks his son, so he goes to Siberia to seek the boy's fate. But since the anime has catched up with the manga, we'll continue after a brief but long filler arc.
Your storyline, all decided before the curtain rises. How does it feel to be in right? What fate so certain? How can it change a thing if your mind has to reach you into stone? Your life's written into progress. Why another? Can you make it your own?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Your life block written by someone but you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just stand up and fight
You are looking without seeing. It's not like you were lying, but someone had a fleeing from what you could find, just hiding inside. You're ready, always free. Now you're looking and you're seeing. Your every choice is fine. Not falling into freedom. And the storyline is yours for the making. The road to stay
yes. I can't guarantee anything, but I know that it won't be tedious. More serious, I say take a breather and chill, enjoy the
We got
ride.
up and wiped the dust off our courage, set us free, yeah. And now our lives have met in time, our lives intertwined. We were moving with our visions, some hidden bucketeer, our created a mission. Felt the strings we move, and suddenly we grew. We're already always free. Now our eyesight gain precision. Our every choice is fine, and no more indecision. That's our storyline. It's us for the making. The road was taken. Could be what we're meant to be.
Speak.
If you are ever in need of my services and I am not present, I have installed these handy chimes for you to notify me. Simply throw your axe and strike the chimes, and I will attend to your needs. Would you care to take a practice throw? A magnificent throw, Master Kratos. Truly a seasoned pro. Very well. You know how to reach me now. What else is there? I am already here, Master Kratos. Perhaps there was some confusion. This is for calling me out here, not for when I am here. Do you just like hearing the sound of the chimes? I suppose they do sound very pretty. Master Kratos, this feels very uncharacteristic of you, but if you enjoy the pretty chimes that much, I will allow you to indulge. Yes, you've done it. Well thrown. Ah, the sound of the chimes is not unpainful at this distance, so perhaps you could not? Already here, as it were. So... I see. You're deliberately attempting to push me into some sort of emotional outburst, aren't you? Well, I'm not so easily swayed, my good man. Stop with the stupid chime! Oh dear. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from.
When the man reaches the Norns, they tell him the boy is in Asgard and Heimdall will try to kill him. So the man decides to kill the fucker first. Now imagine this. You're a Greek god living your peaceful life as an unstoppable force about to clash with an immovable object. What would you do? Well, you find a way to move the object, of course. So we go to the dwarves and ask for an appropriately shaped tool capable of penetrating Heimdall. And Brock, the genius he is, comes up with the idea of an infinitely duplicating spear. And we go to the lady, so she can give us this oversized, fairly priced dildo. Though I'm pretty sure the first rune would have worked better. On our way back to the Magic Tree House, Odin, who wants to keep his honor hole intact, comes to tell us the boy is alright, and in good shape, and he wants his father to join the upcoming orgy. Kratos of course refuses the offer and tells him Atreus is mine and mine alone. After an exhausting but short filler arc, we catch up with Atreus back in Asgard, who's trying to get on the good side of his newly appointed granddaddy. So he asks him on a honeymoon, but Odin, who wants him to know everybody before the big event, sends the boy along with Heimdall and his granddaughter to Moscow, the place where the lies of capitalism can't reach. But Heimdall, since he can't have none of this shit, yeets off and leaves the kids alone. Now the kids, 3-year-old and unsupervised as they are, free the beast of hell.
You're welcome, mangy mutt.
Now imagine this. You're a half-giant demi-Greek god running a prostitution service in Asgard, about to have the biggest event in your career, when you suddenly, and perhaps understandably, free the beast who ate half the Midgard. What would you do? Well, your best option is to ask your dad, since he is the professional at containing mythological concepts. Now the problem is quite simple actually. You kill the dog, you go back, you save the world. Except for the dog is kind of immortal. But now the problem is even simpler. You run, you survive, you don't save the world. But the dog is kind of fast, and he doesn't like to chase. So the problem becomes a bit more difficult. But it's all good, you succeed, the world is saved, and you're back with your father. But I'm really curious, if he didn't have a soul to begin with, then how the fuck did Atreus hear him? But the consequences of your actions is not pleased by the fancy dildo going unused. So she goes back to Amazon, and we immediately go after her, since the anime is a bit good distance away from the manga. But there, in the ruins of Osgiliath, the boy finds another consequence of his actions, but this one is friendly, from the start. He tells them the Asgardians captured Frey to use him as a replacement for the missing hole. As you may know, Asgardians never cancel an orgy. So as the person responsible for the orgy, it's our mission and duty to save the poor bastard. But for that, we need to attack at night, and unfortunately Asgardians have stolen the moon, and so we steal it back, once again confirming the social norms dictated to us by fate. Kratos and the boy, while pondering the mysteries of fate, go back to save the poor bastard from his probable demise. And as we get closer, we get invaded by Dark Spirit Heimdall. It's the moment of destiny, and our fate calls, so Kratos stays behind. After the unfulfillment of the prophecy, it's time for a chase scene, and the most melodramatic scene of the entire game.
No! For Vanaheim!
Rest of the manga. Back at the Magic Tree House, a discussion is held about our options. The pissing love god is obviously a bit dismayed about the situation. His suggestion is to send the boy back to Asgard, both as an offering of peace and also as a way to prevent further complications concerning the orgy. As you know, Asgardians never cancel an orgy. Kratos is obviously against the idea, but the piece that loves insists, so it's up to the boy, and he who loves Daddy's dick agrees to go back. Back in Asgard, things are a little bit shaky, what with the death of Heimdall and all.
You should leave.
So to calm things down before the big event, Odin sends the boy camping up there in Canada for a while with Uncle Thor. The while passes, and our baby boy is now a proper baby girl, her pussy trained and widened adequately. She's ready for the orgy. But when Odin comes to take her back, Thor gets the brilliant idea of one last test. Atri, rightfully terrified for her life, goes back to her father and tells everyone about what happened and what's about to happen. The love of peace is surprisingly understanding. He wants to bring the fight to Asgard and use the mask 1994 to their advantage. He picks up the mask, but just when he's about to leave, Brock the genius he is figures out something's wrong. And he's right.
You know that ain't his name. Hey! I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
Odin demands to take the girl back to Asgard, for his people never cancel an orgy, but is ultimately met with failure, as the girl's father is the toughest G in town. What follows is a surefire path to war. It's time to prepare. Everyone takes a task to do, and we, as the main attraction, go back to Florida to meet the manliest of men, the utter pinnacle of the food chain, the one with the bitches, the man with no L's, the top G of the top Gs, the Florida man himself. The preparations are done. The stage is set. It's time for sex. I'm pretty sure I destroyed this game's pacing by doing all those filler arcs so early.
Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. That is the cost of vengeance. So be it.
Well, we got work to do.
You three, follow. Freya. Freya, with me. Watch our direction. The war machines.
I didn't want this. No. Close your heart to it. Close your heart.
Who are they?
The Guardians. Odin took them in. They shouldn't be here. They're not soldiers.
Odin put them in our path to die.
It's war. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything. What are you doing?
Son, listen closely. You feel their pain because that is who you are. And you must never sacrifice that. Never. Not for anyone. I was wrong, Atreus. I was wrong. Open your heart. Open your heart to their suffering. it is your mother's wish, and mine as well. Today, son. Today, we will be better.
You really had me believing you that we didn't have to be enemies.
Odin is willing to sacrifice the Midgardians. He put them along the wall to try and deter us, knowing they can't fight. Their deaths are just meant to slow us down.
Well done, son. Well done.
May not be our biggest problem right now.
Rolling danger!
Get back to your sister. You must be back right now. The fight is mine.
But if I could just...
Take the trays in the mask and do not look back. My son trusts you, so I trust you. Away from her!
Dad, wait!
I am done with you and your son! No more fucking games! And this time, I'm allowed to kill you. You do not need to do this! Come on! Fuck are you waiting for? Your daughter. My son calls her friend. If you try to hurt her... I would not. Don't you know what I've done? Yes! But what will you do now? We don't change. Destroy us! No more. No more. For the sake of our children, we must be better.
Why isn't he dead? Are you talking? Who told you to do that? You don't talk! You don't think! I think you kill! It's a simple fucking concept!
Sif was right about you. I just didn't want to see it.
What is this? Are you broken? I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill!
No.
I didn't want this. I did not want this. Hold up! You won't.
Not quite.
You've never loved anyone!
Father? Freya?
You did it, Loki. No. No more fighting. No. None of that matters now. This is your moment, Loki. Groa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on the mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask it the question.
This is your choice, son. I trust you.
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing!
Attack!
You've waited a long time for this, haven't you, friend? So have I!
Too late for that!
3 against 1, and
Don't forget me, old fucker!
what did you call me?
That one's for Brock!
This was our chance, Loki! I could have had my answers! I could have learned the truth! You took that away from me! I could have made things better. We could have made the 9 realms better!
This was never about the realms, or me. It was about you!
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom!
You did those things! Your choices! You killed your own
It
son!
wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice! You have to stop. You can choose to be better.
No, I can't. I have to know what happens next. I will never stop.
Why'd you have to say that? Sofna. Upfra. Desu. Sofna. Hithan. Sofna. 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 What do we do with him?
I swore I would never rob from you the choice between life and death.
I have waited so long for this moment. And now that I'm here, I don't need this to make me whole.
We stopped his madness.
That's all that matters. A hole. What? Gets bigger the more you take away.